A, it said a leopard can't change his spots. Means people can't change their character. Do you agree with it?
Yes, I agree with it. Yes.
So even if we try, so it's like, some people try to change some, I don't know, negative characteristics, something that sometimes we don't like to behave, or for example, to have an act in a way specific. I mean, I don't know, for example, and we try to change it. And you think we can't, even if we put a lot of effort?
I think we can change our character. Maybe maybe to be is change to be positive.
Yeah, more positive. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Try to be more positive, for example.
When we change the character, we want to change the character uh, from the child to the adult.
Of
Adult.
course, of course. Yeah, of course. And that is actually the definition and the concept of maturity. So how,
Maturity.
yeah, of course, how you grow up. Like, yeah, as you said, we try to be better. Like, for example, to boost, to improve the quality of our behavior, like how to behave, of course, when we have childhood. It's really difficult when you grow up. And now, for example, for me, after all these years, it's difficult to change myself. Of course, not really, I can say impossible, but yeah, it's really difficult. But actually we have, let me share the screen to show you. Okay, so we have an idiom that said a leopard can't change his spot, as you can see, and means people or things are not able to change their basic characteristics. So, well, have you ever heard about, I don't know, this, we have 30 days. So we have something like some people decide to, I don't know, have a schedule, or for example, decide to have a challenge in 30 days. So I want to know, so what can you do in 30 days? Really, can you work on your negative, or I don't know, something that you don't like about yourself and change it in 30 days? For example, I don't know, someone is used to being messy. So I want to change it. So I try to do it for 30 days to practice, to work. And I said, do you think it can happen in a short period of time?
Maybe 30 days is short times to change character, but we change uh, we practice or we change to a new habits.
Yeah,
It's possible. It's
yeah,
possible to change your habit.
of course, of course. It's possible, but it takes time, maybe more
Yeah.
time. Yeah, of
Yes,
course.
Martin.
And tell me, have you ever tried to change, I don't know, a habit or your basic characteristics of you? Have you ever tried?
Yes. Um, um, I saw my husband change his characteristic.
Very good.
Uh, I don't know, is it characteristic or his um he uh more he is more patient
Ah, of
than before. He um in previous time um he have a bad temper. He
ah,
easy to get angry, but now he changed and he practice. He he no longer have the bad temper anymore. He keep calm. He keep calm. Yeah, yes. He tried to his best to keep calm. Yes.
yeah, of course. So actually, he tries to be more easygoing. Yeah, of course. So, for
Mm,
example, you can see lose your temper. So he
yeah.
used to lose his temper easily and quickly, but now, of course, he's trying to change it and to stay calm. To, I don't know, it's like to be more easygoing. So normally, actually, easygoing people experience less, we can say likely less stress or anxiety. So they are not really anxious, so they don't become angry quickly. So, uh, of course, I think it's, 30 days is a really good beginning, like an introduction for something, but it's not enough to change something completely. So, especially when you have it for a long time. So it's really difficult, I think. But I think it's really good to try to endeavor. Of course, it's perfect, so why not? Well, I think being mom or a dad, yeah, really, being parents or parenting teaches us how to be patient. So it teaches us patience, so I think. Well, the first phrase of this session, pay attention to. So, of course, you know the meaning of pay attention to take notice, to take notice. And of course, pay more attention, pay careful attention. So that's really important to pay careful attention, for example, when learning something, to people, to, for example, teachers, so to everyone around you. So, so when you talk, for example, suppose or imagine you have something like meeting, not really formal. Okay, so you're gonna spend time. So let me change. You're gonna spend time with your friends. And one of your friends, you can see that, just, taking actually a look at her or his phone, actually all the time, and they don't pay attention to you or the others. What is your reaction? What will you do?
While I'm talking and the others don't pay attention, I will stop talking
Ah,
and or I ask them questions to make them come back to the conversation.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm,
So
yeah.
will you ask them stop doing that? So for example, okay, I don't know, Mary, I'm talking. Could you please stop? I don't know, looking at your phone and listening to me because it's really important. Or no, you just stop and wait for it. So
Yes, I just stop and wait until she use her phone
yeah,
already. He finished
yeah,
her phone. Yeah.
of course.
Um, or I ask that, are you busy now? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
I can wait. I can
Yeah,
wait.
this one I think is better. So are you busy? So okay, are you doing something important on your phone? Well, so some people glue to their phone, like,
Yeah.
looking at their phone all the time. So glue her to her phone means looking at her phone all the time. And it's really annoying, especially when you're talking to someone. So you're talking and you're checking something like, I don't know, Instagram or some other applications. So it's a bit annoying. Well, do
But
you have, do you know someone?
when someone glue to her phone, yes.
Yeah,
Yes, sometimes I glue to my phone too. And
yeah,
I learned the lesson that it's not impolite. Not
yeah,
it's not polite, yeah.
of
So
course.
I don't use a phone while I have a meeting or I have a coffee
Yeah,
with my friends. Yeah.
of course.
And
Of
I have a friend. She's usually use the phone glued to her phone.
yeah,
Why? She asked me to go to coffee with her. Yes.
yeah,
Yes. After 2 or 3 times, I don't go to. Uh, I I don't go to coffee with her anymore.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's like just let me add something to this. Glue to her phone, and we have another phrase because you can use it also. So this is another one. To be glued to something. So, for example, when you say that, I don't know, glued watching TV, okay? I was glued to the television. That is, I was not able to stop watching. So we have another one that is, you can use to be glued to something. That is to be unable to stop, for example, watching something. So I was glued. For example, my friend was glued to the screen. Okay. And just something that you wanted. It's something like really, maybe it's exciting, interesting. So you keep watching. And about your friend. So you have a friend that, you know, you can say who her eyes always stick to her phone. So another phrase you can, the same as glue to her phone. So you can say, her eyes
Her eyes.
stick to her phone. Again, the same thing. You know, just looking at her phone. So I was talking to my friend, and you know, her eyes just stick to, for example, stuck to her phone, and it was really annoying to me, so I stopped talking. So this way you can use it.
I
Okay.
stick to her phone, please.
Yeah, of course. Unfortunately, nowadays we see a lot. Oh, for example, but children, we're talking to kids. Okay, mom, I know what you say. Check their phone. Yeah. Isolated. So, the meaning of this actually to separate, to isolate, so to separate
I
something or someone from other thing. So why? Of course, we do it when we have a cold, when we have, for example, I don't know, flu. We try to isolate ourselves. So, because it's catchy. But here we have, you know, something like feeling unhappy because of not seeing or talking to other people. So, and nowadays, unfortunately, so it's something like maybe the effect, a huge impact of technology or social media on individuals, like that they try to keep themselves to themselves, more isolated, and I don't know, don't tend to talk to people. So, what do you think about this one? Do you think so? In the future, people of course, due to social media and technology, can make people more isolated?
Yes, I think they make us feel isolated. Uh, when the technology uh, developed as much as uh, it's happened now. It's
Yeah,
happened now. Yes.
of course.
Um, and sometimes I felt isolated when um, my husband or my children in room in their rooms and do um, their their own uh, their own thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, and maybe so, and there they disconnect to me
yeah,
in a short time. Uh, I always remind them not to use um, technology or social media much. Yes,
of course.
yeah,
So especially, yeah, so it's like you feel isolated or lonely is a really good synonym. So
lonely.
lonely, of course, when they are, I don't know, in the rooms and they're busy maybe with their work, with something, they're doing something, they're busy with their work. So of course you feel like you're really isolated or lonely. Well, and how much time? So normally about your kids, how much time are they allowed to use social media and their phones every day?
Yeah, I don't allow them to use their phones
Oh,
to play or use social media, but uh, they have to learn to study
of
on the
course,
computer all day. They they do they research their study or they do their homework all the time.
of
So I
course,
don't know. I don't allow to use the technology, but they have to use it.
of course, of
Yes,
course. So for
maybe
schoolwork,
all the time. Yes, all the time. This homework. My our my children's school don't use textbook or notebooks anymore. Yes,
yeah.
in Vietnam. Yeah, in Vietnam.
Of course, I know, like, especially nowadays. So, like, something like online classes. And of course, that printed books maybe are not usable anymore. Normally, students need to do their schoolwork uh, and, for example, laptop or, for example, computer. So they need to spend time. Well, so of course, we can't consider specific time. Yeah, I know,
Yes,
but at least they don't use for fun, so that is really good. So not to play a game, not to, I don't know, surf the internet and social media. So I think it's good. Well, and this one, I think we talk about this EDM, stock in rot. So that when you do the same thing, like you are too fixed in a particular type of, I don't know, activities, job, can be anything. So it's like and it's not really pleasant, you're not happy with this. You feel a bit tired, so you feel like you're stuck in a rut. So normally it happens. So have you ever felt that you stuck in a rut and how could you deal with this feeling? How could you handle it? How could you get rid of it?
yes. When I feel stuck in the rut, I I need to change to another situation. by stopped working or stop the activities and think about the new method, the new job applied to a new job or new company. Yes.
Yeah, very good.
Mhm.
Very. So, yeah, of course. So, because, for a long time, when you've been actually doing the same old things, it can be really sometime, exhausting. So, it's better to change. And as you said, it's really good. I don't know, to change something, to make a change. So, why not? Well, okay. So, stock. What? So that is you've been doing the same old thing. Okay, so yoga and meditation. So you know that I think they're really effective. Of course, I'm not the one for, I don't know, something like slow activities or sport like yoga or meditation. But what do you think? So do you normally do? Because normally, especially, it's really good to relieve your stress, to get rid
Yes.
of our, yeah, anxiety and stress. So do you agree and do you do this?
Yes. I sometimes I do meditation to relax. Uh, and when I felt difficult to fall in sleeping, yeah, I open the meditation music
Yeah,
or yes, I feel it better and make me easy to fall to in sleep.
yeah, of
Fall to sleep,
course.
yes,
To
easy.
fall asleep, of course. So yeah, so it's like chill out or relaxing music, especially. So chill out or relaxing music can be really helpful, and you can
Yeah.
easily fall asleep, of course, and you can relieve, that is, reduce your stress and anxiety after a busy
Relieve
day.
the
Yeah, of
stress
course.
and anxiety.
Yeah, of course.
And do you do
As I told you,
meditation?
I'm not still. So of course,
Mm.
especially when reading, I normally, so it's like, it's a kind of habit. I'm in the habit of reading book before going to bed. So, I go to bed, so it's like, I have, I don't know, just water or milk or something like this, just listening to music and reading book. Yes, I do. But about meditation and yoga, I'm not the one for really slow activities.
Mm-hmm.
I need more, I think more quick, like actually energized. So because of this, so I normally, I can say that 3 times a week I play tennis. Of course it's not enough, so I need more energy, but I really like, especially that is something that really important to me, especially before sleeping, like, it makes my mind easy, so like ready to sleep. I just listen to music, chill out music, nature, especially nature sounds. That is my favorite one, just like rain, like birds, but doing meditation, no. I am too energetic to do it, so I
Yeah.
I can't
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can't see this. I think you can guess I can't see it in one place for a long time. I need to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's perfect. So once I would try. So I think it's perfect. So people who can,
Maybe 10 more years, 10 more years or 5 more years,
yeah.
you will come to meditation
Of course,
like me.
yes. Of course, yes. Of course, yes. Because I really, sometimes you don't like to do something or try something, but I really like because I enjoy. So listening to music, especially that type of music, is really, I think that, I don't know, it's purify your spirit. Like, it makes you, I don't know, calm, without stress. But, you know, maybe doing it, it takes time. I need to practice how to stay calm. It's like without any movement. So it takes time. Well, okay. So we learned some uh, phrases here. So we talked about them. And now I think we have widow. But before, so we have a video that is 30 days. So let's watch. I think it's not bad to watch this video, and after that we talk about it, and then we will read this text. So one moment to share my screen. Okay. So 30 days challenge. Okay.
A few years ago, I felt like I was stuck in a rut. So I decided to follow in the footsteps of the great American philosopher, Morgan Spurlock, and try something new for 30 days. The idea is actually pretty simple. Think about something you've always wanted to add to your life and try it for the next 30 days. It turns out 30 days is just about the right amount of time to add a new habit or subtract a habit, like watching the news, from your life. There's a few things that I learned while doing these 30-day challenges. The first was, instead of the months flying by forgotten, the time was much more memorable. This was part of a challenge I did to take a picture every day for a month, and I remember exactly where I was and what I was doing that day. I also noticed that as I started to do more and harder 30-day challenges, my self-confidence grew. I went from desk-dwelling computer nerd to the kind of guy who bikes to work for fun. Even last year, I ended up hiking up Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest mountain in Africa. I would never have been that adventurous before I started my 30-day challenges. I also figured out that if you really want something badly enough, you can do anything for 30 days. Have you ever wanted to write a novel? Every November, tens of thousands of people try to write their own 50,000-word novel from scratch in 30 days. It turns out, all you have to do is write 1,667 words a day for a month. So I did. By the way, the secret is not to go to sleep until you've written your words for the day. You might be sleep deprived, but you'll finish your novel. Now, is my book the next great American novel? No, I wrote it in a month. It's awful. But for the rest of my life, if I meet John Hodgman at a TED party, I don't have to say, I'm a computer scientist. No, if I want to, I can say, I'm a novelist. So here's one last thing I'd like to mention. I learned that when I made small, sustainable changes, things I could keep doing, they were more likely to stick. There's nothing wrong with big, crazy challenges. In fact, they're a ton of fun, but they're less likely to stick. When I gave up sugar for 30 days, day 31 looked like this. So here's my question to you. What are you waiting for? I guarantee you the next 30 days are going to pass whether you like it or not. So why not think about something you have always wanted to try and give it a shot for the next 30 days? Thanks.
Well, okay. So first of all, let's talk about this video, and let me share my screen. Okay, well, so yes. So first of all, I want you to, I don't know, give me a summary, like, you know, just briefly talk about what you got from the video. The main idea, like.
We can do any new things
Yeah,
in 30 days. In 30 days. If you want, you can do it.
of course. And it's like, you need to, I don't know, have big challenge or start with small things, small changes.
Yes.
Which one? Small changes. So according to the widow, as he mentioned, like, it's better in 30 days. It's better to have some big goals, like, really no, or you think it's better to start with small changes,
Yes.
sustainable changes, like, but small changes step by step. Which one?
Mm, write a novel.
Yeah.
He just start with write some words in the first time,
Yeah.
and then after that, so you are in the if you don't quit
Yeah.
writing, you will write a novel. You can write a novel.
Of
Yes.
course. It's like you can. Maybe it's not perfect. Of course, you spent only 1 month or 30 days, and of course, it's not a perfect one, but you do. You make, so he started making some small changes, like riding bike. Okay, so
Oh,
I tried to bike to, for example, to cycle to the work. So why not? Taking photos. Okay, so cut down on sugar. So it's good. So small changes can have big effect on you. So it means, and well, I want to ask another question. If you want to have a challenge for 30 days and you want to have a list, you want to make a list of actually what you do, what not to do. Tell me about maybe 2 or 3 items that you need to consider in your list to make change. If you can say that, no, I think that I have a really something like good schedule, so it's fruitful, I don't need to make any changes. So if you want to have a 30-day challenge.
yeah, I will. Um, if I will make a short video talking about myself in English every day. To
Perfect.
practice my speaking skill. Yes, it's the first time. This the first thing I want to do is make a short video. Yeah.
Very.
The sec mm, the second thing is practice piano.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, practice every day in 30 days to make a new habit and to move to the new step,
Of
English
course.
and piano. Yeah,
Yeah, to level up. Yeah,
develop,
to level up.
level
You
up.
level
Yeah,
up, of course,
level
you
up.
move to the second step. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So the next step is to play the piano for 30 days to level up, of course, in English and in music. So that's perfect. Well, and any other or no? Just these two.
And how about you?
Yeah, about me, actually, I have a lot. So, so first of all, I think I changed definitely. I changed my eating habits, unfortunately. So it's like,
Yeah,
sometimes, yeah, sometimes. Actually, I have some strict rules about eating healthy at home for my daughter. But about me, unfortunately, no. It's like, I don't follow the same thing that I order. So I think it's not good. So the first thing is to change my eating habits. So because, especially after work, I'm so tired, like, I don't know, I just tend to eat some junk food, fast food like this. It's not really good. So first of all, this. And after that, so I spend at least 1 hour a day myself, just myself, so that I don't do this for a long time, you know? Can you believe me? I don't remember the last time. And so it's like, you know, I normally every day follow, I have a really tight schedule, like, you know, I follow something every day. So just this and this and this, and where am I? Nowhere. So this is the second one. And the next one, yeah, just, you know, try to have some fun. I think, yeah, I try to have some fun. And about the piano, I do agree with you because, you know, I have it here and I don't play. So,
Yeah.
yeah, of course. So I think it's really good to, I don't know, maybe take up new activity. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I think the life will be better. So, of course, maybe I do it. So actually, it's a good one. So I think maybe from tomorrow. Yeah, not today.
Yeah. let's
So why not?
let's get started.
Yeah, of course. And I will tell you. I will tell you if I can. So of course.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
yeah. Well, okay. So we have a reading section. What is a 30-day challenge and what are its benefits? So let's read. No Facebook. Okay. Could you read them, please, one by one? Jasmine.
Yes, Jasmine, I just finished my first challenge, no Facebook for 30 days. At first, I thought it would be impossible, but I noticed after 5 or 6 days that I felt much more relaxed. For one thing, I had more time on my hands, but more importantly, I began to pay attention to things around me more, especially the people. I realized that I often use things like social networking to avoid the outside world. Yes, I
So
agree with her.
yeah,
Yes, and I try to don't use. I tried not use Facebook.
yeah,
Yes, and I yes I was successful in not using Facebook.
yeah. That's very
Yes.
good. So of course, because you know, of course, let's talk about it. So we have individuals and society. So actually, social networking sites, like Facebook, such as Facebook, they can be good for individuals. Like, for example, you can easily communicate everyone around the world. So me, other people. So this is good for individuals. But, you know, we have some negative aspects, like the first one and the most important, a huge negative impact on local communities and society. Like people don't tend to be real, to spend a lot of time with people online. So they don't spend time with their close or immediate circle, you know, family, friends. So maybe it can destroy. So do you agree that while social networking sites such as Facebook are beneficial for individuals, are or can have really huge negative impact on local communities and society? Do you agree?
I think Facebook is good,
Of
but
course.
the way we use too much, and we don't have a balance between the using social media and the uh, realistic real real
Real world. Yeah, of
life
course.
real
Yeah.
work. Yes, yes, we don't have a balance
Yeah.
between use. We
So
spend too much time, so it's affect to negative effect.
yeah, of course. So it's
That's Facebook. Yeah,
like, yeah,
Facebook is just a platform application only, but
yeah,
how we use it. is important.
Yeah, of course, as you said, it's like, balance between virtual and real world.
Yeah.
So of course, it's really important. Yeah. So normally people can't, the control is difficult. So especially after a while using. So people don't have any control on what they do, how much time spent on, for example, using these type of sites. So, but of course, it's, as I told you at the beginning, it's really good. It's beneficial for individual. So there are lots of benefits, like you can easily communicate people. You can find everyone. You can actually share your interest with people who have the common interest. You can participate in, for example, some groups, social groups. But at the same time, as you said, if we can't control, if we can't balance between, so of course it can be really between virtual and real world, maybe we will lose. So one of them. Okay, no Facebook. So, uh, are you a Facebook addict? Of course, you said no. Yeah. And you said that you quit. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So the next one, morning person. So as we discussed, morning person and early bird. Early bird, they are slightly different because you can be early bird, but morning person, not morning person. So morning person are actually is normally like, energetic, active in morning, but early birds for you just, wake up early morning. So they're slightly different. Well, Nisa.
Before the challenge, I was not a morning person and never had been. But now I find a new love for mornings and how much more I can accomplish in a day. I'm not going to lie. I still love my bed, but who doesn't? It was never going to feel awesome to get up early in the morning if I wasn't able to fall asleep earlier in the evenings. So something had to give. Eventually, I became someone that could fall asleep within an hour of trying to in the evening and not hate the work when my alarm went off in the morning. That's progress for sure.
Yeah, very.
It's about she want to get up early in the
Yes.
morning. Yes.
Being morning person, not only, because someone who
Yeah, that's how I
loves,
feel.
yeah,
Yeah,
their
yeah.
bed, it's like, they don't tend to, they don't like to wake up early and I don't know, do some morning activities. But, of course, if you are a morning person, it can be really perfect because you do a lot. So
Yeah.
how much more I can accomplish, fulfill, to bring to complete in a day. So that's really good. The question is, so how could you describe a morning person and what are the benefits of being a morning person? So what do you think?
Um, I read the book and I saw my relatives around me, and I have the result that the morning person is more successful than others, richer than others, and they are happier than others.
Of
Yeah.
course, of course. Well, and how do you often get up early? I think so. Yeah, I think yes.
Yes, yes. I and my husband often get up early in the morning.
Very
May,
good.
in this month, in the within I get up at 4:30 in a month. With
Ah,
in the month, yes. I maybe 30-day challenge.
yeah.
30 day, my 30-day challenge
Of
is
course,
get
you
up
want
early
yours. Of course,
Yeah.
you are
But I
30.
don't know. But I don't know. It's 30-day challenge.
Yeah, of course. So within 1 month, so every day you woke up, so 4 a.m. So of course it can be a challenge. So I think now you are morning people. So you're kind of
Yeah,
morning
maybe.
people. Yeah, that's perfect. That's really
Yeah.
good. But I love being. So this is, and I'm really happy because of this. I am a morning person. And when I open my eyes, you can see my smile. I'm happy. Really, I'm happy to wake up. Just sometimes I don't know, don't set my alarm because I like. Just I wake up and I'm really happy, and I say, oh, another day. So let's get started. So I'm really morning person.
Yeah.
And okay, no smartphone, 30-day challenge. So I won't lie.
I won't lie. The first few days I felt very isolated. I had certainly given up the primary communication tools that most of modern society uses. I felt I was missing out on my friends' lives. I no longer had access to their Facebook newsfeed and Instagram posts. But after a week, the anxiety is gone, and I actually felt very relieved. I was not distracted by email alert or Facebook notifications. I started to interact with people in real life, and you know what? I started to fall in love with newspaper again, which was pretty cool. In the end, I was very glad to have my phone back, but I learned to put my smartphone down and enjoy the wonderful world around me. Yes, very great. Yes,
Of course.
amazing.
Of course, it's really good. So, according to Truman Never Lies, so it's really good sometimes. So why not? And the only word, so a Facebook news feed. So you know that there are actually list of posts, or for example, stream of posts, new items, for example, update that you can see. So it
Yes,
means news feed, of
yes.
course. Well, and let's answer the question. So nowadays, people are glued to their phones even when they are hanging out together. What do you think about this phenomenon? So, of course, unfortunately. So,
Mm, it's I think it's a bad habit. Uh, we will don't have a connection with other anymore. We don't share the feelings anymore. Yeah, and our soft skill will
yeah, of course.
uh, we will lost. We will lose ours. Maybe speaking skill or discussion skill, for example. Yeah,
Of course.
uh, especially the youth, the young people have the negative effect to it's have the negative effect to the youth.
Yeah, of course. And so we can say that totally, as you said, we are not interactive anymore. We don't interact
We
like,
don't interact
yeah, we are
anymore.
not interactive. So for example, we say that it's really important to be interactive. So interactive, like, to interact people, for example, in class. So when you're talking to teachers, so ask, answer, talk, keep conversation going. So of course, using, this way, and using like, people who just stick to the phones. Of course, they can't be interactive because they don't want. And the second one, some coffee shops and restaurants are now, okay, banning actually phone use. So what do you think about this? Do you agree?
Some of in Vietnam, they banned phone using and computer use
Ah,
in their shop, and some customer support
yeah,
and agree with the shop and know why the owner
ah,
do that. Yeah, make rules, make that rules. Yeah, but some customer they uh, don't come to the shop anymore. Yeah, they
they
don't
don't
like.
have
Yeah,
positive attitude toward
yeah,
this. Actually, yeah,
yeah.
they don't have. Yeah, I know.
It depends on the customer.
Yeah, of
But
course.
but in my opinion, I like if we go if we have a meeting with if we
Date.
have a plan to meet each other,
Yeah,
we should save the time for ourselves.
of course. Of
Yes,
course.
for each other. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So it's like, when you have special important date, everything is important. And this is, I think, the most significant thing that you need to spend time and you need to save time and use it in a good way, best way with other person. This is a kind of respect, importance. So I do agree with you. So, and I like this one. Well, so we watched this video together and now, okay, so according to the video, we discussed it. So the challenge was, so three of them. Do you remember three of them? Three challenges. The
Yes.
first
Yes.
one, according
Yes.
to the video, riding bike and
Uh, uh, the three stories I just read, right?
according to the video that we just watched, according to the video, uh, he had three challenges. The first one, riding bike. The
Uh,
second one,
ride, ride a bike, hiking mountain,
yeah, it was a kind of, and
write a novel.
of course, and the last one, eating
A
habit.
yeah, quit eating sugar.
Yeah, cut down
Eating,
on sugar, of
cut
course.
down sugar.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course. And what did he learn while doing these 30-day challenges? So can you tell me?
What did he learn? Why doing this? Uh, he can do. He don't quit. He don't. If you don't give up, you can do it. You can
Yeah,
do it, and you should uh, uh, make a small change.
of course. When you really
Step
want,
and step. Yeah,
yeah,
that's all. I
yeah.
don't
So
remember.
when you really want something, you can. So of
Yes, you
course, yeah.
really want to. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Really want to do something.
You
You
can
can.
just, yeah, and this way, actually, being persistent is really important. So just keep going, just continue. And as you said, never give up because sometimes we feel like, okay, it's boring. I don't want to continue. But being persistent is really important. Yeah. And
Oh,
yeah,
today, a lot of young people are trying to turn eating time into food photo shoots. What do you think about this phenomenon? Eating time into food photo shoots?
yeah. Like,
They took a photo before
of
eating.
course, like, I could just, they show. I know that. So, okay, I'm eating that. So it's not eating time. It's show time, actually.
Turn
So,
eating time
of
into
course,
maybe
especially,
they want to have the photo, the camera eat first and they eat later.
Yeah.
But
No, it's like, yeah, actually, it's a kind of a business, of course. Not only it's a habit, so but also it's something like, yeah, it's a business, especially on Instagram, or for example, that we have, I don't know, some pages or for example profiles, they share food and something. We have some ASMR videos, disgusting videos, so I hate them, but it's a kind of business. So the more people like you, the more money you earn. So it's like, maybe because of this, but I don't know, they don't, I think you can't feel and you can't actually, how what you're eating, which is when you're just taking photo and after that you decide to eat. So actually I think we have two questions. Really, I want, if of course if it's possible, I want you to think about these two questions and try to make your answers and write. So if you want, you can record your voice because I like to hear that, so why not? So if you want, it's your choice. Write it. If no, you can record your voice and send it. So of course I will listen and we'll talk about it. So these two questions, the first one about eating into photo shoots, it's like, and the second one, people are getting less and less adventurous in modern society. So why? Possible
possible
causes and consequences.
less and less adventurous in the
Yeah,
modern society. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
like
It's
freezer.
it's me. I get
Ah,
less and less adventurous.
so tell me why. So think about it and tell me why. So because it's about you, yeah, really why? What are the possible causes and consequences? Cause and result. So cause, and we say cause and effect. It's a kind of actually, we can say writing essay for IELTS, cause and effect, that we discuss. What are causes and what are the effects?
I
So
am, yeah, less adventurous because um the cause are I am afraid of sunlight.
ah,
I it make my skin dark.
so you're obsessed with, yeah, pale
Yes,
skin, like lighter
yeah,
skin. I
yeah.
got it. Yeah.
I like light pure skin. I have a a white skin. I
Yeah,
like it.
of course.
Yes, that's the first time. That's the first thing when I think is the important thing
Yeah.
to me, just in my opinion. The second is I like to be safe.
To be safe.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
be safe. Yes, and go to the street or go to somewhere. I find it not safe anymore. Yes.
Yeah, of
When I
course.
was young, when I was a child, this uh I try
Yeah.
to adventure with my friends, but when I uh get older, I like to be safe.
Yeah, of course, to be safe, maybe. Yeah. So, of course, it's a reason, but you need to say why. And okay, so consequences. So you need to think about, okay, so how? If it has some good effects on you, of course, you are obsessed with fair skin, like white skin. So, of course, that's perfect. So, why not? So, but maybe it can be something like due to social media. So not only if you have some different reasons, so it's okay, but you need to think about it. So let's think about these two, number one and number two. Of course, it can be something about you yourself or more people. So, and I really appreciate it if you write or record your answer and send them to me, okay?
Yes, okay. Thank you.
Wow. Well, thank you. It was really good time with you. And
Yes.
have a great, brilliant day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Have a good night. Yeah,
Thank you.
bye.
Goodbye.